Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Dooley back again with another episode of Mopar SportsTalk, episode 5 of the Lost Files edition, man. Congratulations, everybody. We into a new year, 2021. I'm excited, I'm blessed, I'm thankful. Hopefully everybody had a great holiday season with their families, a great Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, all that good stuff, man. And I'm glad that, y'all can join me today on today's episode. We had a pretty rough year last year, man, 2020, man, with COVID, the Black Lives Matter protests, political debates, stuff like that. We thought that the world was coming to an end last year, I ain't gonna lie. But, fortunately, as a community, we held in there, we stayed strong, and we're going to continue to stay strong in 2021. So, that's the main goal. Count your blessings, each and every single day, man. That's really, really important. Because, luckily for me, I'm still here. I'm still alive, and some folks can't say the same, and they're probably younger than me, older than me, or probably the same age. So, I'm definitely thankful that I'm still here, I'm still alive, still breathing, still giving y'all this YouTube video that I can give y'all, So, I gotta thank God for that, So, definitely big ups to the man above. He showed out for me and my family last year, and he's gonna continue to show out this year too. So, I'm looking forward to 2021, man, and what it brings for me, what's in store and stuff like that. I definitely want to, definitely want to level up on my YouTube stuff, man. I definitely want to be more creative, give y'all more, high def content in my videos and stuff like that. My fiance recently just purchased me a laptop for my birthday, so I'm looking forward to playing around with it a little bit, see what I can do with it. It's an HP laptop, so I wasn't trying to get no, crazy MacBook, that costs like $1,000, nothing like that. Just something small, simple, just to work with, So I'm looking forward to that stuff. Also for 2021, what I'm looking forward to is I'm going back to school as well. I do want to go back to school, get my, get my associate's degree in, I believe, I'm trying to think. What's it called? Pretty much I'm gonna be doing like film stuff, like videography, filmmaking, stuff like that. So I want to be able to go back to school and do get my degree in that field. So because I definitely want to see where I can take my skills as far as like my editing, my me filming stuff and stuff like that. See where I can take that to the next level. So I'm looking forward to doing that in 2021. It's not set in stone yet though, but I mean pretty much that's what is looking to be right now. So all I gotta do is pretty much just apply for school, stuff like that, get my credentials right and all that. But enough about me, man. Like I said, hopefully everybody's doing great. That hopefully everybody's doing safe. Y'all continue to mask up out there, man. There's still COVID. Just because of 2021 don't mean COVID is over. We still in a pandemic. We are still in a pandemic as we speak right now. It's not getting any better. It's getting a little worse, I believe, from what what I've been hearing. So please, guys, definitely mask up. It's definitely important. Don't mind the ashy hands, Actually, right now, currently, I'm on my lunch break right now. So, I'm at work. So don't judge me at all. But with the little ashy hands, But anywho, let's get into some sports, shall we, man? Let's get into it, shall we? Where can I start off? NFL-wise, Week 17. Last week of the NFL season was this past weekend, man. It's been a long, grueling NFL season for all 32 NFL teams, man. So it came down to the final week last week. My team, unfortunately, didn't make it to the playoffs, the Patriots. We sucked this year. Completely sucked this year, man. Cam, I'm not sure where he's gonna end up. I know he signed a 1-year deal this past offseason to the Patriots, so I'm not sure if Belichick is gonna keep him around. or he's going to probably sign him to another 1-year extension. I'm not sure, but if they do sign him, Cam, I'm talking to you, Cam. Yes, Killer Cam. You gotta, I don't know what you gotta do this offseason though, but you gotta step it up, bro. I mean, I know you had a pretty good solid games the first 2-3 games, but then after you have COVID, it's just been downhill since then. So, I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, we need you at your A game if you are to come back to play for us next season. Yeah, and you know, Tom Brady doing his thing out there in Tampa. You know, he's in the playoffs. I'm gonna get to that in a second. You know, so shout out to my guy Tom Terrific. You know what I'm saying, still making it into the playoffs with the Buccaneers. What else can I say? Shout out to Derrick Henry, who eclipsed did he eclipse? No, he eclipsed 2,000 yards again this season. So back-to-back rushing champ for Derrick Henry. Shout out to my guy King Henry out of the Tennessee Titans. He did his thing also this past weekend in the NFL. And what else do we got? What else do we got for the NFL? Coaches on the hot seat, I believe. I'm trying to think who's in the hot seat for the NFL as far as coaches. I will say the Philadelphia Eagles coach Peterson, after what he did this past week. So the Eagles were they were playing their final regular season game, and what happened was that the coach actually took out Jalen Hurts in the game and put in their backup, causing them to lose the game and causing the Giants to miss the playoffs and the Redskins to actually go to the playoffs. So there's a lot of questions about why he did that. You know what I'm saying? Why did he tank the game like that? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to win the game, play to win the game. You know, so even though you guys are not making it to the playoffs, you know, it's the last game of the season, you still play with pride. And unfortunately, Doug Peterson didn't do that as far as, like, you know, playing starters. He actually took the starters out, put in the bench, and they ended up losing that game. So, but yeah, but shout out to the Redskins. I mean, not the Redskins, sorry, that's not the team no more. Shout out to the Washington football team on making the playoffs. Alex Smith, in my opinion, he's going to be the comeback player of the year after breaking his leg about 2 years ago. Came back this year better than ever, led his team to the playoffs, also to a divisional champ title. So shout out to Alex Smith and the Washington football team on doing that. And I'm gonna run by the scores about, you know, saying the NFL this weekend that happened. So let's get right down to it. Okay, so a couple important games that happened this weekend. We had the Tennessee Titans against the Houston Texans. Tennessee ended up winning that game 41-38. Thanks to Derrick Henry, 250-yard rushing, 2 TDs, and also averaging 7.4 yards per carry in that game. The Redskins defeated the Philadelphia Eagles. As I noted, you know what I'm saying, they didn't play the starters throughout the whole entire game. So Washington won that game 20-14. Alex Smith had 162 yards with 2 TDs. The Giants defeated the Dallas Cowboys 23-19. Rookie quarterback Daniel Jones threw for 229 yards, 2 TDs. Cowboys, of course, did not make the playoffs. Giants won the game, but they needed the Eagles to beat the Washington football team to go to the playoffs, which didn't happen. So therefore, you know, even though they won, they're not going to the playoffs. The Patriots, my team, of course, you know, won their last game of the regular season against the New York Jets in a rivalry game, 28-14. Cam actually had his best game throughout the whole entire year, to be honest. He had 242 yards, 3 TDs, and 79 rushing yards. And that was his best game that he's ever played all season. So shout out to Cam getting that win, 28-14 against the Jets. And Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers took on the Atlanta Falcons. They defeated the Falcons 44-27 in the meaningful game for the Atlanta Falcons. Though Tom Brady had 399-yard passing for 4 TDs. And Tom Brady is also the oldest quarterback to to pass for 40 plus TDs in a season. So shout out to Tom Brady for doing that. The Buffalo Bills, the last game that I got on the list, they defeated the Miami Dolphins in also another AFC East rival matchup, 56-26, behind Josh Allen's 224-yard passing and 3 TDs. Now, Josh Allen, bro, he's definitely stepped up this season, bro. I'm not even going to hold you. He's definitely, made his mark in the NFL and definitely in the AFC East. So shout out to Josh Allen doing that. And then for the NBA, what do we have here? The NBA, man. So, of course, the NBA season is, been kicked off since December 22nd. A lot of stuff been going on. KD's back doing this thing. Had a couple of big games. Kyrie doing this thing as well. Shout out to my boy, though, Jason Tatum, man. Hitting 2 clutch shots so far this season, man. He's definitely tapping into his mama mentality. So shout out to Tatum for, for stepping up this season with the Celtics. But let's run down the list for the scores that happened last night for the NBA scores-wise. We had the Golden State Warriors taking on the Portland Trailblazers. They won that 137-122 behind Steph Curry's season high and career high points, 62 points, 5 rebounds. So shout out to Curry for that. Curry with the wrists, doing his thing out there with the Warriors. The Clippers defeated the Phoenix Suns 112-107 behind Paul George, 39 points, 4 assists. The Chicago Bulls defeated the Dallas Mavericks 118-108. Zach LaVine had 39 points for 6 rebounds. And the Washington Wizards defeated the Brooklyn Nets in a close game. Kyrie and KD had chances to seal that game off, but unfortunately they missed 2 of their shots. The Wizards won that 123-122 behind Russell Westbrook's 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And of course, my Boston Celtics won by the clutch performance of Jason Tatum, 122-120. He had 24 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. So shout out to my Celtics on getting that W, man. And that's all I got for the NBA scores. The power rankings we have is for number 1, we have the LA Lakers at number 1. Number 2, we have the LA Clippers. Number 3, we have the Philadelphia 76ers at number 3 in the power rankings. Then number 4, we have the Brooklyn Nets. Number 5, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. And then number 6, we have the Miami Heat. Number 7, the Phoenix Suns. Not surprising, because actually the Phoenix Suns in the bubble last season, they were actually the hottest team in the bubble. And they didn't lose not one game, but still got eliminated in the bubble. So shout out to the Phoenix Suns, though, man. I knew they were going to be good, though. I knew when they signed Chris Paul, I knew they were going to be good. So shout out to Phoenix, man, for getting my boy, CP3 teaming up with Devin Booker, man. Shout out to that. Also, number 8, we have the Utah Jazz. And surprisingly, number 9, we have the Indiana Pacers. And then number 10, to complete the top 10 power ranking list for the NBA, we have the Boston Celtics at number 10. So those are the power rankings for the NBA right there. Also, I'm gonna read off some important games this weekend for the NFL, because it's wild card weekend in the NFL. The playoffs are here, thank God. So this Saturday at 1:05 p.m. we have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Buffalo Bills. Back-to-back playoff appearances for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They are at home against the Colts. And then after that, at 4:40 p.m., we have the LA Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. That should be a good one too, though. That should be more of a defensive game, I believe, in my eyes. I think Russell Wilson should win that game. And I got the Bills beating the Colts in that game as well. And then after that, for Saturday night to cap it off, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Tom, taking on the Washington football team. That should be a fun one. That's going to be at 8:15, like I said. Washington is actually going to be at home hosting that game against Tom Brady, though. But I think Tom Brady's going to get that W. I don't think he's going to lose that game, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to lose that game at all. So... And then after that, on Sunday, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans in a rematch of last year's AFC title game. was it AFC? No, last year's AFC divisional game. That was a rematch from last year, actually. So I had the Ravens winning that game against, Tennessee Titans. I believe Lamar got something to prove in that game. And then last but not least, we have the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints in the NFC wildcard game at 4:40 p.m. on Sunday. I had the Saints defeating the Bears in that one. And then also the last game too, though, by the way, I'm sorry, not that game, but the last game is the Cleveland Browns against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I had the Browns upsetting Big Ben and the Steelers in that game. Yes, I said it. I predict that Baker Mayfield will win his first playoff game as a Cleveland Brown quarterback. So shout out to Baker Mayfield and them boys out there, man, doing the thing in the AFC North, man. Congratulations to Baker. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of, people doubted him for the past couple of seasons, though, man. He was immature. He made too many turnovers, last season, stuff like that. But he really hit his stride this season, though. So shout out to Baker on doing his thing out there, man. So, but yeah, that's all I got for today, man. Mopar Sports Talk. Like I said, episode 5, Lost Files, man. Hopefully, this will be a better year for everybody, including myself, including for everybody that I know. All I can tell you guys is just to stay positive. Don't give up, keep fighting. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing out there. As long as God got you, everything gonna be good. I promise you, though, man. So we're definitely gonna, level up this year in 2021, man. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all stay safe out there. Mask up, drive safe. Don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. And it's your boy Dooley, Mopar Sports Talk. You already.